Hey everybody, what the heck's going on in the market? You know, something's always going on, and we've got our special guest star, Treasure Valley Mareen, here today to talk about it. Let's do that next. Hey everybody, Dave Edwards, Treasure Valley Dave, Treasure Valley Mareen right there by your side when it comes time to buy a home, sell a home, or even relocate to the Treasure Valley. And if you're going to be doing any of those things, or if you're just a nerd like us, you want to know what the market's doing. And we're going to talk about that today. Thanks for coming by, Mareen.
Hey, always good to be here.
Oh, yeah. So, a little breaking news for y'all. We have a new format for what our numbers are. So, we have the old way that you can still get on our website, but we have this. This is quick, down, and dirty, so you get the information that you need on the run. You know, it's kind of like going through the drive-thru at McDonald's or something. But if you want to sit down at the Chuckarama, we got that too on the website. So, Mareen, what do you see going on in the market?
I think we didn't really see a lot of difference between June and July. It was pretty blah.
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 Well, you know, everybody's out getting the last hurrahs before school starts.
Yep, very true, very true. School starts next week in
Yeah.
Ada County. When does it start in Canyon County?
I don't know,
The
but
week after.
as soon as we see that big bunch of buses out there blocking the road, we'll know school started.
So people that had to be here before school starts, I think that's the last wave of people closing right now on their homes. And then we have to go from there and see what's next.
Right. Wow. So, and that we're kind of like getting into that part of the season where things do slow down a little bit. It's like, you know, musical chairs. And if you're trying to get in your chair before the music stops, before the kids go back to school, well, you're probably already under contract now and ready to close. Speaking of that, I think you got several closings this month, don't you?
Yeah. We had quite some last minute people that needed to either come for school. Most of them actually are not for school.
Really?
Yeah.
But that one is.
One is.
Oh, I remember that one. And we've been working with that family for quite some time. And now they're going to be in the new school. I'm pretty
Yep.
excited about
Yep.
that. Let's see what else. Oh, yeah. Then we got holidays coming up.
Do we have holidays? What's
Oh, yeah.
that?
That's when we sit around and we fill our face with with food. And then, well, unless you're Jeffrey Dahmer, then it might be different. I don't know. So, yeah, we're looking forward to holidays for things to cool down a little bit. But, you know, as far as summers go in the Boise area, this has been a perfect summer.
It was fantastic. I'm not sure if it's too early to say, but it was really perfect. Weather was perfect. Everything was perfect.
Yeah, no smoke days and stuff like that. Oh, yeah, there we go. So this new chart that we have up, you guys might see this on social media because it's going to be out there as well. But we talk about right now what the number of active, pending, and sold listings are going on. One in Ada County, one in Canyon County. We've got your interest rates going on up there. We have what else do we have? Tons of great stuff. No, not tons, but we have a little bit. We got the number of homes sold by a percentage. Are they up? Are they down? Days on market, median price. And then we also have this thing. This is a curious thing, the month of supply. So you might hear some of the old timers talk about it as the absorption rate, you know, like a sponge or something. But that's essentially means with the amount of houses we have on the market right now, if no new houses came on, how long would it take for us to sell everything that we have? Do you remember from real estate school what an average balanced market is?
6 months, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think that's exactly right. And so we're feeling like because maybe we spent that time going through the crazy days of early 2020s that we're at 2.5 months now of inventory.
Yeah.
And we think it's like, oh my gosh. It's like, wow, no one's buying nothing. Or no one's selling nothing. But it's kind of like we're getting back to normal.
We have. I love the inventory that we have.
Why is that?
I'm excited to go out every day, and it's like a new house comes on the market for a specific client, and then it's like I can take 2 videos, and it's like here are the options just for today. I'm very excited. I'm going out. I took already 1 video, and I have another one later on, and this is really exciting because the buyer can choose. They don't have to go with, here, this is what you got. You take it or not.
Right. That is, so we do have enough inventory where people can make decisions and find out what's best for them. And but one thing I've noticed though is like even if a house has been on the market for a month, as soon as your people are looking at it, everybody's looking at it.
It's always like that. I have no idea why it is. We had the longest time where it was the house would sell within 48 hours. Now it's, I feel like 10 days, between 10 and 25 is where you all of a sudden get multiple offers.
I'll be interesting to see how that plays out as we enter the holiday season and things traditionally slow down. But, I do see there's still a lot of pressure for people to relocate. So California kind of still sucks. You guys know what I'm talking about. And we have been getting people from California reach out to us.
Yeah. I would say a little bit more than what we had in the beginning of the year.
I would say that's true. And maybe part of that was because of the political season. Nobody knew exactly how things are going to shape out. And then we had the election, and then things shaped out. And so now that unknown mystery is kind of locked down, and now we're moving on to the next stuff.
Yeah, and so the second half of the year is going to be where, some people will take their listings or say, you know what, I'm going to wait until spring next year. Now, I missed the train, I was too late, or I didn't get what I wanted to. But then that part of the season is, I think, the most exciting for buyers, the second half, because traditionally prices are coming down. If we do see interest rates going down, like we are, I think today, 6.5, so it came down. Could that be an indicator for more people coming back on the market? I think 0.5% already makes quite a difference in your payments, in the monthly payments. When we come to 6, then I would say we're going to see a little bit more activity again.
Okay.
Prices, if prices are softening a little bit more, I think you can get some nice deals.
So speaking of prices, even if a price is a little high, are we still, we are seeing that, sellers will provide some concessions and maybe help with the closing costs for the buyer? And
I think we have still a lot of sellers that are pricing a lot higher than they should be, kind of to test the market, especially if they're higher there is a room for negotiation for either for those concessions or for just say, hey, you know what, here are the comms. Your house should be listed somewhere there, or it's new carpet, paint. So there's negotiation I think, is a part that's back on.
that is very encouraging, actually.
I think you just negotiated quite a significant credit from.
We did do that. And, it's like first-time buyers, and they need a little help. And there are some sellers out there that really want to help, somebody else. They just have a giving heart. And in those circumstances.
Or need.
Well, yeah, that's true, too. Sometimes especially if the house has been on the market for a while. If it's within the first few days, maybe you're not going to get it. But if Mareen finds you one that's been on the market for 30, 40 days, we have a better chance of getting those concessions.
Yeah, we had a $350,000 home, and we got $15,000 in concessions.
Wow. Hold on now. You're saying you can still buy a home up here for $350,000?
Yes. And it was nice. It's a nice home. Great location.
So was that the only one, or was there some to choose from?
There were several to choose from.
Okay.
And this one was the best maintained. And that was the one. We're not talking about a new construction, but it's 20 years old.
Wow. 15,000.
15,000.
Man, I tell you what, if I wasn't a real estate agent and I needed a real estate agent, Mareen would be my real estate agent. Awesome. Well, let me show you guys this real quick because I don't want to take all your day. So come on over here to our website, www.treasurevalleydave.com. And, the first thing that pops up is ask if you want to sign up for my weekly newsletter. This is something that I put together myself, comes out once a week. Mareen just got a call from Commissioner Gordon. Got to go check out the bat phone. And let me keep on doing this. And you can sign up for that, and you're going to get my newsletter. And it's got some good stuff. It's about moving or what it's like to live in Idaho, different things like that. So then you can come over here to resources, Treasure Valley market update, and then you can scroll down and you can see these little graphics we've got, and also got all sorts of explanations about what all this means. And if you're kind of the nerd kind of person, you can click on one of these. This is the data straight from the MLS, and it's going to look like this. And you can look at all the different information. This is really cool stuff. And it talks about where things happen throughout the entire Treasure Valley, where homes are being built. And you're wondering, where are all of these areas? You can come back over here on our webpage and you can click on this map. It's interactive. You can zoom in, drill down, and find out where all these different areas are to find out where it is that you want to go to. And then by special request, we're going to be adding these historical data points to our website. So you can look back over 25 years in the case of this chart, or if you want a little bit more fine tuning, the last 12 months for inventory pending and sold, and also what our prices are doing compared to the national average. So I was just talking with Mareen a little bit ago. She's still on the phone with Commissioner Gordon, but we were talking recently about home prices. Like sometimes buyers have a fear that they're going to buy something and then prices are going to go down. So here's the chart from the Federal Reserve that talks about all the way back from 1963. And wow, look at that. $18,000 was the average median sales price. And then it just goes up. So these little gray areas is where prices came down because we had a little recession and we had that big one. Remember 2008? That was like the second coming of Great Depressions. That was it right there. But guess what happened after that? Oh, I don't know. Prices went up. And then prices went down a little bit in 2020. And then they went up. So prices have been coming stabilizing, maybe getting back a little bit back to normal. But what do you think after looking at this chart? What do you think prices are going to do over the long term? Are you going to be in your house for a hot minute? Well, then, prices probably come down a little bit. Maybe they won't. But if you're going to be in your house for, 5-10 years, and that is about the average time now is about 10 years that a buyer is in their house. So any 10-year period, you're going to be going up sometimes radically, sometimes just a little bit. So I say all that to say this is, if that question of is the house price is going to go down once I get moved in, that really isn't that big of a deal depending on how long you're going to be in the house. The main thing is it the right house for you? Is it a mortgage interest payment that you can make and that you can feel comfortable with? So those are some of the important things. And if you want to know about the right house or the right mortgage payment, let us know, because Mareen wants to go out and shoot more videos, and we have lenders that we work with that would love to answer your questions. So Mareen, do you have any last words of wisdom for us?
Give us a ring.
Give us a ring.
Yeah, give us a ring if you need to, if you have any questions, if you need advice, if you're considering, even if it's 5 years from the future,
Right.
in the future,
In
not
the future.
from,
Down
in the
the
future,
road.
down the road. Go for it. Give us a call. We are working with clients way ahead of time. Get them prepared, what to look for, and we're just excited.
Yeah, because we moved to Idaho from some other place, you guys know, and it is so nice up here. The people are nice. The weather is typically very nice. The people are nice.
Did you mention that the people are nice?
The people are nice. So anyway, thanks for stopping by today. We appreciate that. And make sure you give us a call, text, email. We don't want Mareen just sitting around getting bored. Come on, it's on you guys now. And we'll see you on the next video.